All right, Rev, can you hear me?
Can you good?
Okay. All right. The stream starts at 9:30 on Cox 15 LUS Channel 3. About 30 seconds for the opening. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk Television here on AOC Community Media. That's Cox 15 Lafayette, LUS Channel 3 in Lafayette. Welcome back to another edition. We're going to try to pick up where we left off. We don't have much time. An hour go by so fast. We have none other than the great Reverend Raymond Brown of New Orleans filling us in on this political climate. And people, fasten your seatbelt. If you don't like it, turn it off. If you don't agree with it, don't listen. But give Reverend Brown his due. And before we go straight to Reverend Raymond Brown in New Orleans on remote, I'm in my Digital Soul studios today, not on a Real Talk set. We have several configurations. So if you're wondering what you're seeing, this is Digital Soul. But please, people, if you're in the Lafayette area and you consider to somewhat of a person who has something to say, if you got something to say to us and we don't want you on our show, but we gonna want you on our show, go to AOC Community Media and join up. Please support AOC Community Media. That's Cox 15 LUS, Lafayette's premier public access station. Please, you got something to say? Don't just say it to me. Say it to the television channel. Now, Reverend Brown, welcome,
Yes.
Reverend Brown.
Thank you, brother. How you doing?
How you been, man?
Oh man. Whew. Man, I've been looking at these poll numbers, man. They got me. It really got me. Like on it just got me. How can I anxiety? Put it that way. Um, I was and good morning to all your listeners. Thank you, brother Jake, for having me on. But looking at these poll numbers between Trump and Miss Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, it gets to me. It really do. It gets me, and because it's actually showing she can win. But then again, they come back and say her polls are running the same way Hillary Clinton polls were running, and that in actuality those polls are not accurate. It just they spoke about maybe 500 people, and they basing their predictions on 500 people. That's the problem I have. is that how I can see things. I know she's gonna get a majority of the black vote. I know she's gonna get a majority of the Hispanic vote. I know she's gonna get a majority of the female vote. What she liking is white women vote and the white male and some black male vote, meaning that some of the black males have been brainwashed, and I hate to say it, some of the brothers of the Nation of Islam have suppressed the situation so bad.
Right.
And I'm saying they have a right, let's put it this way, y'all have a right to back who you want. But like me and Brother Darrell, I think we love each other. We have a good friendship. I think on this issue of Kamala Harris, I think we split. Rizzo Islam, he's a national brother with a national name. He going after heavy. Vicky Dillard, everybody know her. I ain't worrying about her impact because she ain't got no followers that much. She out there trashing Kamala Harris. I don't know if she getting money from some right wingers who like her show, and they saying we need you to persuade so many black people to vote for Trump. Now the black male, if he just assume in his mind, if Trump get in there, I'm gonna prosper, he is sad mistaken. That will not happen. Trump have declared himself a white supremacist. He said, I'm a nationalist. Then he went to show he was a nationalist. He bragged on Robert E. Lee, who supported the Confederacy. And then he said, shoot those who tear down the monuments. Shoot them. He defending the Confederacy, but you want the black vote. Now bear in mind, you have a very small amount of white people, black people supporting the Confederacy. I don't know if 1.1% of the population, maybe 5,000 or 6,000 blacks who feel that somehow the Confederacy was good to us. I'm trying to figure everything I read about the Confederacy. It was that they was the one who wanted to keep us in slavery. And then you got the black groups who claiming to be Aboriginals and the Australians and stuff like that. And they Moors and they are not really black. They are Moors and yes, they're original from Africa, but they changed their identity. They backing Donald Trump. They are actually backing him. Some of the Moors, because they say we're not black, but they look like me, talk like me, hair like mine, everything. Even if they were light-skinned, and even though they was high yellow, they looked at white. What the difference? If you're black and you cherish your heritage and your culture, it doesn't matter, really. It really doesn't matter. So, Gavin Black, he speaking out against her. He just rained something on his Instagram post. I had to go up there and let him know Malcolm X talked about against the Democratic Party. That was back then. Today, the Republican Party are doing the same thing that the Democrats did back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. And that what? Oppress black people. Okay? Now you say, well, Brown, there's no good Republicans at all. There's good people in everything. But the majority of the right-wing Republicans are against us. Our governor is a good example. He cut all those programs out. Everything black, he's attacking. And Mark Muriel, the Urban League president, national president, and CEO, Mark Muriel, who will be on your show soon, a Real Talk, he spoke out against Governor Landry when he was in New Orleans in July at the Urban League convention. They host the Urban League